If you have a workers' compensation case and are wondering if you can bring a civil suit against anybody because of your injuries aside from a workers' compensation case, you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to talk to you about how we go about evaluating these cases and some tips whether you or a loved one has been injured. I'm Georgia Workers' Compensation and Personal Injury Attorney Jack Clay. Thanks for joining me. First, it's important for you to always consult with an attorney, as the issue of whether or not you have a good personal injury claim based upon a workers' compensation injury can be tough. Quite frankly, it can be very tough, depending where you are and what happened to you, and when you're trying to determine whether or not you have a good or a viable case against what we call a tortfeasor. A tortfeasor is a person or company who caused harm to you, usually through negligence. This is a lot different from a workers' compensation claim, which is against your employer or insurance company, and you have to identify these third parties that can be sued and should be done with the help of a competent attorney. Second, the Exclusive Remedy Doctrine in Georgia usually prohibits you from suing your direct employer and co-employees. In a nutshell, it can be difficult or impossible in many cases to sue anybody outside of the workers' compensation system. On the other hand, there are many times that we're able to bring these third-party suits against responsible people and companies. Part of the challenge that I face as a Georgia trial attorney is this: we have to find third parties who are not immune from suit and who share the responsibility for what happened. We have to look for people and companies who are not associated with your direct employer most of the time, or we have to look for those who are not what we call statutory employers. Third, if you're looking to pursue a civil case outside of the workers' compensation system, it is important that you gather the critical information and you try to talk to an attorney quickly. You'll generally need the names of the individuals and companies involved in your injury. This information can be difficult to obtain even on the front end, so a good investigation and keeping your ears peaked will help. This is not like an automobile accident case, for example, where the police come out and conduct an investigation and interview witnesses. Most of the time we have to gather information on our own and don't have the luxury or access to much of the information that we need without doing a lot of digging. Finally, if you or a loved one has been injured and you're wondering if you can file a civil suit against anybody outside of the workers' compensation system, or you just have questions about your case, we're here to help you. We have handled hundreds of workers' compensation and personal injury cases throughout Georgia, and we offer free consultations and convenient office hours. Thank you for joining me.